Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. It's your old pal GutshotClown, the original gangster gamer, child of the 80s, bringing you some retro arcade love here, compliments of the Ant Stream service here. Now, I grew up in the 80s. I call myself the child of the 80s, and I absolutely love retro gaming. There's just something, I don't know, I wouldn't say pure about it, but vintage, classic. Just feels good to play old games. Heck, I even break out the Atari 2600 once in a while on here and play some, I guess you call it 8-bit, almost pre-8-bit stuff. But it's good. And like I said, retro must be in because, like I said, look at Ready Player One, the novel and the movie. Watch that brings back a lot of memories. If you haven't watched it, there was a Christmas movie came out on, well, it's up here in Canada, it's on Crave, called 8-bit Christmas. It was pretty good. It's about this kid, all he wants for Christmas basically is a Nintendo Entertainment System, an NES. So I really appreciate the effort that went into it. And speaking of vintage and 80s, I think Stranger Things next season's coming out soon. I'll have to look into that. Anyways, what should we get into to start off with? Get my controller out here. Oops. Let's see here. What can we have some fun with today? Now, you know what? I will start off with true classic, Space Invaders. Because there's no Space Invaders. Came out in 78 by the Taito Corporation. First, I don't want no challenges. First real video game, I don't know, arcade smash hit you might call it out there. There's actually entire arcades dedicated and nothing but Space Invaders at one time. You can imagine that. All right. So it's not too hard, basically. You're a guy just trying to knock off Space Invaders. But what's special about this basically is, like I said, it was one of the first, a mega hits, basically. It was government cores left and right, like you wouldn't believe. Most places in Japan that were arcades had nothing but Space Invaders in them. Now, as great as Space Invaders was, there's a bit of a downside to it. Given its nature, it only appealed to males that played. So arcades in Japan quickly gained notoriety for being, dirty men dens, I guess you call them, or anything. It's kind of funny I mentioned that now, but it's important because that was one of the problems that the creator of Pac wanted to solve. He wanted to create a game that would have, let's say mass appeal, but appeal to, just about anybody. Oh, I'm going to get burned here. So when the developer was creating Space Invaders, they had to do it basically in a custom computer because there was a computer out there that could actually, I'm actually horrible at this game, that could actually do this at the time. And one of the side effects of that custom computer, that's actually horrible, I gotta play again on that one, is that in order to process all the enemies that are on the screen, it started off pretty slow. As enemies were removed from the screen, the game sped up. This was an unintended side effect that the programmer liked so much he just left it in there. I'll try and hide behind this one. I remember Space Invaders being so popular one time. It was like everywhere. Of course, it was like its only cabinet. Hey, here comes the SP people. How are we doing today? But as I was saying here, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing a Space Invader cabinet. Hey, Dingo, how's the ankles? Just welcome my Streamer's Paradise friends. We got a raid trade coming in here with 58 strong. Happy Thursday, everybody. GutshotClown here playing some retro arcade, playing Space Invaders very horribly.
I'm in danger.
I am in danger. You just missed my last game. I lasted about 2 minutes tops. I'm pretty good, man. I got tickets to go see Spider-Man Homecoming. I mean, No Way Home. Old man brain. So I'm going to go see that at 7 tonight. Hey, Dry Walk Kyle. I was calling you Dry Walkie for the longest time. Hey, Breggy. Peace. How's it going? I'm just trying to play some retro arcade. And you know what? I'm actually sucking here at Space Invaders. I'm I'm gonna play this again. I'm so horrible at this game. I was saying to on the stream here is that at one time Space Marine was so common. This cabinet was the only cabinet. You find it like in golf courses, laundromats, malls, gas stations, any place that there was room for a cabinet. This thing popped up in. Oh, this is old school today, and it's kind of funny. Like, what did we play before this? We played pinball. So when the cabinets came out for like Space Invaders, it brought in a whole new way of generating revenue for video games. Now, Space Invaders, while it is a classic from '78, there are older games out there, but they didn't achieve the popularity of Space Invaders. And it's funny, before Space Invaders, games were time-based. You put in a quarter, you got about 2 minutes of gameplay, and it was pretty rudimentary, and you're usually playing by yourself most times. Space Invaders brought in the concept of the high score, brought in the limited man, and the rest is history at this point. Oh, Hanks, much thanks for love. How's the family? Hope you had your kids had a great Christmas. What we got going on here? Aw, thanks, man. Thanks, Toot. Really appreciate that. I'm playing some really horrible Space Invaders here. Like I said, I remember playing this. I was 6 years old when this came out. I played this every chance I got, and I was absolute garbage at this game. Talk like Arnold already? Oh my god. I will be streaming pinball. I downloaded some of my favorite. Well, it's like a pinball app. It's pretty good, but it's not like the real thing. Let me just finish this game here, and I'll give all the old talk like Arnold because someone likes that. I could do it right now, actually. What we got here? 12:03. We'll give 5 minutes to Arnold. All right, here we go. Arnold here's playing Space Invaders, and you know, GutshotClown is good, but he sucks this game. I'm the governor. You know, I was in many movies where I beat aliens, like Predator. I was in that one. Terminator. Well, I was a Terminator, so I wasn't really an alien. But I've been in one more movie than GutshotClown to show my superiority with the aliens. Oh no, they go faster and faster and faster, just like alimony payments. See, you know, if I had a fresh game, I'd play like tons better than Gutshot. Oh, that's a garbage game. 930 points. Who gets 930 points on a friggin' like a Space Invaders? Let's go find a real game. Or like a real game. Let's see what we got in here. I hope everybody watched my Who Knew It the movie over Christmas. The like Jingle All the Way. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's like a really good movie where like I play a dad who's got this kid and all he wants is a Turbo Man doll. And you know what? I wouldn't have got him a Turbo Man doll. Spoiler alert. And like Sinbad was in it, but he wasn't a sailor. Like when I met Sinbad, I couldn't believe it. I like, hey, Sinbad, they are really popular. Are you a sailor? And he said he wasn't a sailor, and I'm like, what gives? Is like, why you hire Sinbad? He's no sailor. Like, oh man. Next time you tell me that Popeye's not even real. Let's see what we can find here. You know what? Arnold had a huge, immense muscles. Let's see if we can find a good fighting game. Hey, Big Close, how you doing? I like your new emotes. They're looking very good today. Oh man, Microsoft XP Pinball. Bring back many memory. I played in a tournament and Microsoft XP Pinball came fourth. I got a sticker. Alright, Arnold likes to crush people with his immensely strong arms. Let's find something we can crush immensely strong arms. Oh god. We got the Bad Dudes and Dragon Ninja. That sounds like a winner, doesn't it? We got the follower? Special K228. Thank you for following me. No matter what anyone says, you're not a goody man. You're a strong, powerful person, and I appreciate that. Oh, you're not feeling very well. Oh my god, this is not good. Munch Crunch! Munch Crunch subscribe! Oh, Munch, you're the best Apex player. If I had you in Predator, I wouldn't need the other guys. I'd say, Munch, go get that alien. A Gloner joke? Oh my goodness. I have a Gloner joke. Why did the spare tire cross the road? It was the chicken's day off. I tell you, man, I have a million of them. Maybe you saw my movie. I was in Twins. with Danny DeVito, and we were like twins, but not like really twins. If you didn't like that, you should go and watch Junior. That was a really funny movie because I had a baby in it. Can you believe it? Arnold, the huge Michelin Man, had a baby. What's going on? We got a raid train? Oh my gosh, a raid train! Oh my gosh. You're more than welcome, Special Clay. Welcome to the stream. Revenge Queen giving out subs. Oh my goodness. It's very hard to keep up with all this and play all these amazing people in here. Hey, Munch Crunch, how's your husband? Is he a girly man? Does he drink beer? Because I drink beer, because milk is for babies. Warm UK. Oh, we could do a twins remake. We could sing that great song. You know, take out the papers and the trash. I used to be married to the candy, but I'm not anymore, so now I'm trash. Hey, Dingo, thanks for the tier. Everybody's gotta follow Dingo. He has the most amazing ankles I've ever seen in my life. All right, let's crush some enemies here. We got a level 1 the raid train's completed. Oh no. Don't need that here. Okay, let me put in quarter here. Here we go. Now Arnold's gonna be. Look, that's me. That is me. See, see. Back then, I was in video games because you gotta put Arnold in. That's how I talk. President Arnold has been kidnapped by ninjas, and they pay me. He said, Arnold, can you come and be in the video game? And I said, I see what I can do, And I had to stand there for like an hour till they put the little bits and pizzas all over me. It was very, very good. Oh no, ninjas! I don't think I was ever in a ninja movie. I should have been, I could have been like any 6 of the American ninja movies. They're really good, really good. Oh, I punch and I kick. And I punch and I kick. And I punch and I kick. Oh, here we go. More ninjas. Kill the ninja. Kick. Kick, kick, kick. See you like that? Ninjas are weak and insufficient beings. I am Arnold, the greatest governor of all time. Whew. Alright, that's enough from the throat. So first off, I gotta say thank you all for the subs. It's much appreciated. Revenge Queen, I love you to pieces. You're absolutely terrible, darling. I know you love that. Munch, you're... Who's that dog? Okay. I don't advocate punching dogs, but I had to. Munch, you're one of the best first-person shooter people I know, and you're so humble about it. I remember when you played my daughter at Apex, and you pretty much carried us. Dingo, I love your streams. I love you do the VIP announcements because you get right into it, and you're up for anything, whether it's showing your immensely powerful, handsome ankles, or take off your hat, remind me basically about how old I am. Oh no. Okay. I like how all the villains in like these 80 films or these 80 video games are like fat and ugly, and the hero's always good looking. I don't get it here. Alright. Come on. Kick, 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 punch, punch, punch. You bet, man. Retro is forever. Oh, hey, you know what? As Big Pete says, Dingo's got legs that just don't quit. Neither do his ankles. Oh, that sucks, actually. That's horrible. Let me just take a moment here to say thanks for the subs and bits so far and the hype train. Much appreciate it. Anything I get from this channel, any proceeds I do, I donate to an amazing dog rescue called Birchhaven Rescue Rehabilitation. It's a giant breed and specialty dog rescue that I've been supporting for the past, I gotta say almost 6 years now, 5-6 years now. They're a local rescue that brings in giant breeds, especially dogs, that either have medical issues, neurological issues, and just can't be adopted out safely, or need a lot of extra TLC before they can go out. And if a dog comes in that can't be adopted out, either because it's got medical issues or just too much to like high cost, if it's got behavior issues that just doesn't make it a good fit with many families, it'll stay with the rescue for the rest of its natural life, and I absolutely love that. Birchhaven Rescue Rehabilitation, like I said, everything I get from the channel, I go to it. So I don't need your bits, I don't need your subs. Just watch the ads. That's all I ask. Call off the truck. Thanks, Mr. KO. I gotta go one more time with this one. Like I said. I'm going to come with those ankles, Dave. I want to see those ankles, Dingo. But like I said, I've been blessed. I live a really good life. I can't ask for more than that. And so I'm always looking to pay it forward. And this is one of the few causes I really believe in. Oh, thanks, Toot. Much appreciate that. Aw. Hey, Movie C, how's it going? Happy Thursday. I tell you, I gotta do all these shoutouts now. I can't believe we used to actually pop quarters in the machine back in the day. Harry Potter costume, you got a munch. Next week, Harry Potter's coming out. For those that don't know, I am a Harry Potter nerd, whatever. I have my own Harry Potter outfit, several wands, golden eggs, and quite a few good things. Oh, Revenge Queen, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I gotta beat this claw guy here, this shredder ripoff here. Alright. Hang on a second here. I gotta do some shoutouts here. I love Revenge Queen so much. She is the absolute salt of the earth. Stayed for the impressions. Oh, I love it. You are absolutely terrible, darling. Hang on a second. I gotta do some shoutouts here. I got too many great people in here. Revenge Queen is just such a joy. I love her and her actually little puppy Chauncey. Hang on a second here. I gotta shout her out. Aunt Queen. Got it later here. You know what? I'm looking forward to that so much, actually. I'm kind of curious what they're going to say. I watched, they had, what do you call it? Like a Harry Potter trivia called The Challenge of Hogwarts. And it was okay. I found it a little uneven is that some of the questions were like, what was the color of Dobby's shirt for 10 points? And to like, what was the combination of, see the vault. It was like really bizarre. I love that Joker laugh. Love that Joker laugh so much. You like that 80s? Okay. Oh, T-Will-Stead, thanks so much. Appreciate that so much. Like I said, those bits are great. And the stream in January, I'll let you know what's going to December. There's so many awesome things in the 80s. Like I said, I'm trying to start a podcast, trying to find time to tell you about all the awesome things that we had, that I just absolutely, took for granted. Like, you probably still heard about this today, but we have swatches. You know what? I'm on such a roll right now. I've got to give some Galaga here. Oh, you know what? That needs a shadow here. So I never had a swatch in the 80s, but they were all the fashion rage. And all they were was basically a swish watch with like fancy designs on them. Definitely. And it was like the must-have things for everything. You had to have one.
I started blasting. No, I don't see so good, so I missed.
And I don't understand why people had to have the swatches, because they were just a watch. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Much appreciate it. Let's get some Galaga going here. What else I really liked in the 80s? We said, must appreciate it. Hey, thanks, Laura. How much appreciate the hype. Love the hype. Love the emotes. How's our raid train looking like? Level 4 complete. Awesome. A Casio watch. 87 could stop. Who's this getting it? You are the real MVP. I had two things. One was a calculator watch, which I thought was really cool. When I get out, get a chance to get out, level 5 hype train, 40%. I tell you, today is going to be a good Thursday. I have a watch. It's a Texas Instrument watch. It's gray. It's a Star Wars watch. And all it has that tell you that it's Star Wars is that it's got a sticker of Star Wars and R2-D2 and 3PO on it. It's red, LED, only tells the time and the date, and that's it. And I love it. It's in my treasure case right now. Thanks for this bits. Much appreciate it. You know, everybody, I'm off this week. I've been having a pretty good week. Having a hype train today is just absolutely awesome. I wish I could just basically return the favor, and I will. Munch, you're awesome. Like I said, if you don't catch much, you got your check her stream out. But not only is she one of the best first-person shooter players I know, she's got the most infectious laugh. You cannot be unhappy when you hear Munch laugh. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, I was just thinking about stuff today from the 80s, like New Coke. That popped into my head from the 80s. 74% in the hype train. Level 5. Wish my Ilungus was up to see this, but she's not going to be up that. Oh yeah, Stranger Things has a really good 80s vibe to it. Especially the first 2 seasons. Now, I'm going to tell you something that's a little weird about Stranger Things to me. Yanni, man! That's my buddy. How you doing, buddy? You throwing out subs? Yanni! Terrible, man. 3% level 5 on the 3% to go level 5 hype train. Streamer's Paradise Ray Train here. All my great friends. Can't tell you that I love you enough. And I just screwed that game up. Oh my god. Level 5 hype train. Compliments everybody here. Thank you very much. This is all going to Birchhaven Rescue and Rehabilitation. Like I said, absolutely amazing. I'll post some pictures in the Discord of my dog. Her name is Sapphire. She's a Great Dane, and I got her from Birchhaven. So definitely got to put that in there. Just want to take time out to say thank you, everybody, for those that are joining in. This is the Streamer's Paradise Raid Train. Streamer's Paradise is an amazing extreme support group that found me back last July, basically. If you're looking to take your stream to the next level, get some advice on either the tech, how to make, the tech, what to play, anything you want to do, looking for advice on food, games, or just support about life, get in that Discord. Streamer's Paradise Discord is there, not just for stream, but for everything, and they're amazing. They're great. Thank you for the follow. The puppy? Well, she's a smaller... Well, I wouldn't say she's a smaller Dane, but she's a good-sized Dane. She's 120 pounds. And her brother from the same litter runs about 165, 170 pounds. Danes are big dogs, but they aren't meant to be like overly large dogs because they develop hip issues. It is a big puppy, and she thinks she is one of the biggest puppies in the world, basically. She's still a lap dog. Sapphire came from a litter of 7 or 8, I think. And it's so I think her mom was a normal breed of Dane, but I think one of the dads was Harlequin. And yes, there are different breeds of Great Danes. You have what's called the Blues, which are basically a gray fur Dane, and they have like Harlequins, which kind of look like a but literally like a black and white Harlequin Joker kind of thing. Harlequins are great because they're very happy dogs. Harlequins are also not great because at the age of 5, almost 6 years old, she thinks she's still a puppy. She bounces, she plays, she thinks everything in the world is the greatest thing in the world every day kind of thing. So it can be a little annoying some days. So, there we go. Level 5 hype train. Collect your emotes. Spam them out. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Now, got back to my good buddy there, talking about Stranger Things. I thought the first two seasons of Stranger Things were excellent. The first season had a lot of strong acting by all the cast involved. The pacing, the story was good. And the nostalgia in it was used as to advance the story and wasn't part of the story itself, which I can appreciate. Let's go for that double here. Now, later on, 3 and 4, this is where old Gutshot kind of gets annoyed. 3 and 4 seasons of Stranger Things, I found more that the retro and 80s became kind of more of the, central to the plot a little bit. And this is going to sound really dumb and really unpopular. I felt some of the retro and 80s things weren't right in it. That makes any sense. So when they're going to the mall was like an exaggeration of the 80s in my opinion. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but the fashion was like from different years of the 80s. I know it sounds dumb. Like when you see 80s fashion, it's like, oh, you know, you had neon pastels and all that. Well, we did, but not all in the same year. So that's just something annoyance from Gutshot because I was there, you know. But other than that, I still watch it because I love David Harper. I love Billy Brown. Sorry, terrible. Like I said, the story is good, and I like where it goes. So I like that weird kind of stuff. But I'll tell you what, I have not seen any other shows really do nostalgia well. Well, except maybe you want to include that 70s show. But I don't know if I'll include that actually. Bonus! Got it. But yeah. And I expect as we progress, we're going to see more of the 80s, nostalgia be thrown out there. Hey, Rackham! Yep. Oh, I lost my double. Oh my god. That was horrible. That wasn't as bad as my last. Well, this is what we call going from hero to zero really quick. That was downright embarrassing. Oh man. What else could trouble get into? Yeah, I forget when it's coming out, but I'll be keeping an eye open for it because, like I said, I gotta see how the story ends. Like I said, I love all things retro. That's why Ready Player One, the movie, was such a blast for me. Because, like I said, all the stuff that was on the screen, I was there. I was there when it happened. I play that kind of stuff. I live for that kind of stuff. The book I have issues with because sometimes it reads like one great big long Wikipedia article in some spots when he's going on about the games and all that. And that's okay, but it's it's not what I was hoping for. What else have I got here? Is it too early for Bubble? Because I love my Bubble. All right, well, you know what? I'm gonna play Bubble. Then I'll play some other. I gotta write some of these games down because I had a kind of a weird alien first-person shooter game, and now I can't find it. Of course, I do not want to play any challenges. So I don't like playing challenges. Now, summer 2022. That's not too bad. It'll come quick. Like I said, right now we got the Book of Boba Fett to keep us company till then. I just finished watching Hawkeye. It was pretty good. Well, like I said, it wasn't. I would say it was great, but for 6 episodes, it was pretty good. All right, let's give her some bubble hairs. There we go. Apart from that, I think I'm gonna start rewatching Stranger Things and getting ready for the next season. But I'm not sure. Now, here's something interesting. I just started watching Stargate 1, the TV show, today. I know it's been done for a while, but it's one of those shows I'd actually never watched when it was actually in production. So I just started that today, and I think it's going to be pretty decent. Another weird thing I want to tell you, I never watched X-Files when it was actually broadcast either. I didn't know what the hype was, and I kind of, didn't watch it. Hey, binge watching is absolutely acceptable. I'll tell you that much. The last thing that me and Shri watched, that Ben watched, oh, that hurts, was Broadchurch. I'm pretty sure I watched all the seasons of that one season. Like, we watched it basically 9 hours straight one day on a weekend. That was some binge watching. Now, see, I'm not like you guys. This old Gutshot's a little old, so he needs some time to recover from doing stuff like that. Like, if I stay up past midnight, old Gutshot needs some time to recover. I don't know why I enjoy playing Bubble Bobble now so much. I used to never really play much in the arcade, but probably because I play a lot with my girls on like my MAME emulator, so I really got into it. Get all that fruit. I have seen Star Trek Discovery. I've seen all the Star Treks. I haven't watched the latest season of Star Trek Discovery. It's not one of my favorite Star Treks. It's still Trek. So I gotta get around to that one, actually. I like how they didn't take him to the future, though. My favorite character from Star Trek Discovery is not Michael Burnham. It's Saru, actually. I met Doug Jones at a con a couple years ago, and we had a good chat about Saru and all that. Couldn't ask for a nicer guy. Hey, I'm glad Doctor Who's pretty good so far, Frazee. Like I said, that's one of my go-to shows. And that's one where on an annual basis I will do a rewatch of all the shows, all the seasons. Doug Jones, couldn't ask for a more humbler guy who loves his fans. Yeah, the last season of Doctor Who there, I wasn't all that, well, I must admit, I wasn't all that impressed by it. It seemed a little convoluted for what it was. I guess the current Doctor has a couple movies left, and then we're gonna a new Doctor or take a break. I'm not sure. But like I said, it just didn't resonate with me, and that's okay. The best thing about geek fandom is that we all don't have to like the same thing. Some of us like Firefly, some of us don't. And I have no problems with that, basically. But I have problems with, too, when people gatekeep and geekdom or criticize people for what they like. So, if you like the current Doctor Who and the stories, that's great. It's no problem, It's just, some people like chocolate, some people like vanilla. But like I said, I see when some people, like, criticize, you're dumb for liking that current Doctor. Or, these stories are garbage and all that. Be fair what you see on the screen. Like I said, the stories are okay. I would like to see something a little bit different done with them this season. But I won't begrudge the cast, because the current Doctor Who did an amazing with it's gonna suck. I'm gonna feel it. Oh, got it. Cool. Do. So, my young friends and maybe some old friends out there, what games did you remember playing? What was the first game you remember playing? The first actually arcade game, if you actually played an arcade game. Mine was 1977, 76, a game called Starship 1. A black and white release by Atari. You had 70 seconds. Oh, that was a dumb mistake. To go through and shoot spaceships with a flight yoke. And it was pretty fun. Pac-Man. Who doesn't remember Pac-Man? 1981 by Tato. I'll tell you what, I wasn't a big Pac-Man fan when it came out. Like, it was big. It was, like, beyond, forget Fortnite. This is beyond big. Hey, Scrub-a-dubbin'. What's happening? Hope you're having a good Thursday. Not working too hard. Like I said, Pac-Man... I've got a whole podcast of notes ready to go about Pac-Man. Came out in, I think it was 81. I totally dominated arcades. And, we're talking making almost billions of dollars from quarters. We had lunchboxes, we had cartoons. Yes, we had 2 Pac-Man cartoons. Cereal. Which wasn't a very good cereal, trust me. I've had it. It was pretty bad cereal. But that wasn't the point of the cereal. Trading cards, where you actually play a game of Pac-Man using scratch-offs. A board game with marbles that I actually had. That was dumb. But there's something about Pac-Man that, like I said, when it was designed, it was designed for everybody on purpose. And it's a testament to, you suck. You suck, whale. Testament to the developer, or the publisher, developer, knowing what he wanted out of the game. And, anyone ever hear Pac-Man Fever? It's horrible. Well, there's I'll put my name in. There's actually a group called Buckman and Garcia, and they wrote a song called Pac-Man Fever. And I had the cassette tape of it. Pac-Man Fever, Froggy's Lament, Defender, Cosmeric, and 2600. WWF WrestleFest. Oh, I remember WWF WrestleFest. I always played Mr. Perfect and Ultimate Warrior as my tag team. Dyna on Danger, Dyna on Death, whatever. Cosmic Arc. That was published in a silver box. So we did the silver boxes for 2600 games. Because they did Atlantis. They remember Cosmic Arc. But yeah, my first arcade game was basically Starship One. My first console basically was Atari 2600 with Pac-Man, E.T., and Adventure as one of the first games ever. You know what? Heck with you guys. I'm going to do it. You're going to hate me for it. All right. You want to see how I got my start? This is how I got my start in the games. I think it was iMagic. I have to look it up, Big Pete. But they were actually pretty big in the 2600 market. Next to before Activision came out. Activision built some really good games, but iMagic had some pretty smart games for the limitation of the system. I'm gonna play this game real quick. It's adventure. It's got 3 levels. I'll play level 1 because it's super dang easy. But this is basically what I played. Level 2 adds a bat that steals stuff, and level 3 randomizes everything, and a killable dragon. Your goal basically is to get the golden chalice and bring it back to the castle. And unfortunately, I know this is kind of embarrassing. I play this game for hours in the 2600. So there you are. You get the key, and you go in the castle, and you grab a sword. Yes, that is a sword. And we're going to go down here. And we're going to look in here. Oh, there's a dragon! So what you got to do, too, is you got to make sure you're on the right side of the sword thing here. So I'm going to go over here and make sure I kill the other dragon. This game was featured in Ready Player One. This is also the first game, too, where a developer hid their initials in the game. When our Atari 2600 came out and the games were being developed, programmers and developers weren't allowed to actually put their names on the game. There was no credits. There was no crap, I went the wrong way, I think. There was no credits. There was no notes in the box. It was always developed by Atari, and that was it. So I'll have to go look this up. The developer of this game, he did his initials in a secret room, and you have to do about 3 or 4 complicated things on the highest level to actually find the secret room. No problem. Not a problem at all. Have a great one, too. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for the support. Much appreciate it. So he hit his initials in here. And this fight over credits and on that video games led the creation of Activision. Activision was founded by a whole bunch of former Atari programmers who were mad they weren't getting credit for the games that they were developing. So they actually went and spun off their own company and created games for the 2600. So they actually could put out games without Atari's endorsement, whatever like that. Ta-da! Like I said, I can do 1, I can do 2, but I can't do 3 very much. So when Activision came out, it kind of revolutionized the Atari market a bit because their games were quite good. You had Pitfall, which I loved absolutely to pieces. Mega Mania, which was kind of like a Space Invader side shooter. You had a few other ones too, and they're all really great. All the really great games to 2600, and there was money to be made there. And the other thing about Activision 2 I remember vividly was if you got a high score, you could take a picture. Now remember that, a picture with actual film camera, get it developed, and send it into to an address. And if you beat a high score, they sent you back basically a patch that said, like Mega Maniac or Top Score to actually show off your high scores. And I've never actually got one of those patches. I always wanted one, but I think we sent away for once, never got one back. And I thought, what, that'd be a cool retro thing to have these patches. Well, they go for quite a bit of cash nowadays, so that's not going to be happening. But I remember that quite vividly. I also remember, too, the crash of the Atari crash, because anyone could make a game for the Atari. There was no kind of you need a license or anything, whatever. You can make a game for it. And a lot of these fly-by-night companies started making them, and some of the games are really, really crappy. I mean, super crappy. And like I said, everybody bashes E.T. I didn't mind E.T. because at least E.T. had some... I gotta play Rampage here. At least E.T. had some coherency to it. There's some really crappy ones. I kid you not. There's a teen comedy called Porky's. They made a game of that. Porky's, MASH, and there's another kind of property game they made up, but they were all made by the same studio, and they were absolutely horrible. God. Yeah, Pitfall Patch maybe $80. I'm not kidding. Like, it'd be cool to have, but it's just a little too rich for my blood. Man, I remember playing like, was it, like you said, I imagine, Discs of Tron. That was one of my favorite games to play. Yeah, so I had 2600, and then a little while later, my brother got Sega Genesis. And we played, it's funny, we didn't play Sonic on it, but we played hockey. Like, hockey for like forever. Hey man, I love Rampage. Like I said, we have a GameCube and a Wii, and I have both Rampages. I think I got Rampage World Tour, and I've got one too, where it's like a 3D city and 12 different monsters. They're going around special stuff up. I love it. Rampage is like one of the special games again to me. Like I said, when my daughters were younger and smaller, we would cluster around my computer here using the MAME emulator, and you know, well, my two, well, actually, I would play. I got $3 with two of them. We would all play Rampage, 3-player Rampage. Just play it for like an hour straight, putting in quarters, continuing and all that, and it was a blast and a half. And playing that led to playing games like D&D, the video game, which I don't have the name for. Sunset Riders. Like I said, there's so many multiplayer games we play that were just absolutely hoot. I love Rampage. I love World Tour. Now, of course, back in the day, this doesn't have an ending. It just goes on and on with different buildings and stuff like that. 2600 to Atari 800 XL, NES, Mega Drive, PS1. Yep, my path was, I gotta admit, when I look back now, ooh, I want the bonus points. My path after the 2600 was I bought, get some points here. My path out of 2600 was I bought the NES in Rochester, New York for $140 cash at Toys R Us back then. And chomps. Thank you. When I bought that, it came with Duck Hunt and a stupid game called like some kind of robot game. I bought the Master System, they called it. Came with like a robot, the gun, but did not come with Super Mario Brothers. Like if you had to be anybody, you had to have like, you know, Super Mario. So I had to buy that one separately. I had Hogan's Alley, which is another shooter. I'll go again here. And like I said, play Zelda, like Zelda 1. Zelda 1, that's that brings back a lot of memories on the NES. Like figuring that all out, finding all the Triforce pieces. And like back then, there was no real internet to speak of. We had to wait and get gaming magazines. Each month it would come out, and you'd hope that whatever was in the magazine would have the hints to whatever game you're trying to beat, basically. I also liked Castlevania 3, because that one took a lot of problem solving. It wasn't just your average side-scrolling shooter either. And after 2600, my brother, I got NES. My brother got a Sega. Played hockey on that. My sister's got a Super NES, and the funny part is, I never played that much. We didn't get a PS1 in our house, which is funny. I think I went into PC after that. But later on, though, I got a GameCube, which I still have. I have everything. I still have my NES, still have my GameCube, still got the Wii, still set up, still playing Mario Kart, pull out the old Diddy Kong Racing for GameCube, and all the Mario parties. That's a good deal, Big Pete. That's a really good deal. Yeah, Dave's got the internet. See, I was lucky. When I was in university in '89, I was in computer science, so we had the internet. Problem is, though, there wasn't very many pages out there, and they took like minutes to load, so you didn't surf much. We spent a lot of time on something called Usenet, which were like text-based groups, and we would download images. Like took like forever, and you do stuff like the top 100 reasons why Kirk is very Picard and stuff like that. It is a good deal though, and yes, got. Like I said, I still got my NES. I still got a few games. I've got Super Mario 3. What else have I got? I've got Star Wars, which is a really hard game on the NES. Limited continues. I forget what else I have. I might have Dr. Mario. My wife Shree loves Dr. Mario. Not sure she's a big Tetris fan, but very big Dr. Mario fan. That wasn't too bad of a run on Rampage. I like when you play other players, they can actually eat you if you devolve like that. Gonna pause here from Station on Vacation. Hello everybody, you're watching GutshotClown, the original gangster gamer, child of the 80s. Showing me some retro arcade here with my good friends from Streamers Paradise, the most extreme support group you're going to find. If you want to take your stream game next level, get in the Discord, check them out. If you just want to chat, you just want to say hi, get in there, have fun. Blades of Steel. You know what, Big Pete? I played that in the arcade. There was an arcade version of Blades of Steel, and it was bloody friggin' hard. Oh, man. I still love Rampage. There's nothing, you know, you take 20 minutes playing Rampage and all your worries go away. But Blades of Steel in the arcade was like really hard because it was really fast, and the computer was like razor accurate when it shot stuff like that. NES wasn't much better. It was still pretty fast. I don't know how I played some of the games back in the day because it was like the controls weren't good. The computer was like, you know, razor accurate, and I don't know what else we got going on here. There's 3,000 games on here. Oh, I know what I want to play. Let me find something here. Yeah, I'll play that one. You guys suffer through that one. I love this game in the arcade. I don't know why. I really don't know why I like this game, but I do. So left, right, jump. So Xenaphobe was basically a stand-up cabinet with 3 kind of flight sticks around it with 2 buttons in the back, a left and a right. And they controlled your actions and all that. Simple. Go through, clear each level of aliens, or have the self-destruct go off, get points, stay alive. And the best part about it for the game and the arcade owner, if you run out of health, just put in more quarters. Yeah, I've got Rampage World Tour, and that's not going to leave. Like my GameCube isn't leaving. I've got that, and I should pull out from time to time. There's a lot of value in going out and getting an old GameCube or an N64 and some old games, and just sitting down and playing with your kids. They don't need a lot of the fancy computer stuff and all that. Like my kids would play the NES Super Mario forever. They thought it was the best of anything. So you have an opportunity, and you've got kids or nieces or nephews or just young people in your life. Grab an old retro console, slap a game in it, and just have fun. I guarantee you won't be disappointed. So you get to choose from like your player's head. I'll be this the ET ripoff. Oh, actually, I'll put in 2,000 health. My brother still has a Sega too. Man, I used to play Sega hockey like you wouldn't believe. Die, die, die! Used to be a trick. I used to be able to clear this pretty easily. There's gotta be a trick to this. Oh, John Madden? Yeah, man. I was horrible at Madden football. I'd always run blitzes all the time. I just couldn't do it. But NHL, like, man, God, I would get Sega thumb from playing it so much. That's when your thumb gets really sore. Oh, geez, I put self-destruct on. Oh, I want that one, that. Okay, that. Crouch. Oh, crap. Stand up. Oh, crap. I messed that one up pretty good. But yeah, what was kind of funny was I was not into Sonic on the Sega when it came out. There was like Altered Beast. Actually, there was a lot of fighting games on the Sega. I can remember. Altered Beast, I remember, was really popular. When the Sega came out, it was a big deal. The double header from '94. One thing that I was kind of disappointed in, I know maybe it's just me basically, but I guess there was a lack of baseball games. Really good baseball games. I like baseball. I think I like playing more than football on video consoles. There, I actually cleared it, actually. Good job, Gutshot. But yeah, even the modern MLB I don't mind playing. I prefer like watching Money Wave Mike play it much better. He's really good at it. But yeah, there was a lack of good ball games back in the day. Alright. That's pretty good. Yeah, usually you need a partner to actually clear the bases. All you're basically doing is just trying to stay alive till it self-destructs. Oh, FIFA. Oh, yeah. Mega Drive was something that was criminally overlooked, if you ask me. It never got a lot of play up here in Canada, and I think it should have gotten a lot more attention than it did. Push the button. Crouch. I think one of the things, too, take care. Yeah, Mega Drive didn't get much attention up here in Canada as I would have liked it to. And, it almost felt like, too, like I used to play a lot of N64 stuff. Lost my gun. And I loved, not N64, duh, Commodore 64. Now I'm dating myself. And I thought that was going to be the way of the future, but like I said, there was a video game crash of '83. That's when consoles briefly went out, and we had the PCs kind of come in, but they didn't seem to last too long before, like I said, the consoles came back with Nintendo and Sega and all that. I don't know if anybody remembered in television too. I liked the television because I thought the games were a little more in depth, I guess to say it. But the controller was suck because the controller was basically like a big blocky paddle with a keypad on it, and sometimes you actually stuck a suction cup to it, so you actually could actually play it with like a joystick. Maybe that's why I didn't catch on. Stand up, push the button. Like I said, this game just kind of loops around and going into bigger and bigger random, more random bases, basically. There's no real end to it. And now I've lost my pistol. At this point, I'm probably boned. I watched a good team of like, oh, that guy's impossible to beat half the time. Oh, I should go to with 3, play this game for about 45 minutes on a couple of orders. Of course, yeah. Up my gun again. Probably why I wasn't that great at it. Oh, yeah. Looks like we're done here. Let's throw some bombs here. That was alright. Like I said, this goes on. Bigger maps I'll take over. Again, I just want to say thanks everybody for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Hope everybody's feeling safe out there, or being safe. New Year's is coming up, so I'd like to say don't overindulge. What we got here? We got 8 minutes before we go see a very amazing person next, called Munch Crunch. She's next on the train. Looking forward to see her shoot up. You know what? I've got being the geek I am, I've got a book basically that has like development. I wouldn't call it development, but it chronicles the development of games from Pong in the arcade all the way up until some of the more modern stuff, including the Laserdisc stuff. And if you actually look at the blocks of like even the 5 years, the jumps in graphics and complexity is amazing. Almost taken for granted nowadays. What can I play that's not semi-annoying here? Mortal Kombat? Sure, no problem. Now, I used to be a king of Mortal Kombat in the arcade. I probably still am, but I haven't played in ages. Here we go, Mortal Kombat. Now that I got this magical paddle here. Okay, I'm gonna remember all the things here. High kick, high punch, low kick. All right. All right, pop quiz, hot shots. Who's your favorite Mortal Kombat character?
Liu Kang.
Mine was Raiden, but I play Liu Kang better on this system here. But I was a really good Raiden player back in the day. Crap. Get out of here.
Liu Kang win.
Like I said, I was a Raiden player in the arcades. Yeah, Raiden was overpowered. I found a lot of people played Sub-Zero and would just basically freeze the heck out of you. Oh, come on! One of my jobs at local arcade was I was a good friend of the owner. Go figure. Was whenever someone was kind of monopolizing the Mortal Kombat machine as Sub-Zero, it was my job to go and kick them off it, basically. Yeah. Sonya was always pretty decent. Oh, I missed it.
Liu Kang wins.
Melina, yeah. Who did I play in 3? I think it was a Kung Lao player in 3. It was a Kung Lao player in 3. I remember Jax a bit too. A really good Kano player can really put a hurting on you quick, actually. Oh. This is where the computer gets pretty good, actually. But nice to after a while, I started practicing with Johnny Cage, just for a change of pace.
Sub-Zero wins.
Let's play again. Oh wait, here. Here's something different here. But I played them all. I was never a Sonya player in the arcade. I wasn't a bad Scorpion player back in the day. Let's see if I got any reading left in me. It's been so long. Let's see if I got anything in here. Thanks for the follow, Skull Babies Playground. Much appreciated. I forgot all the moves. I forgot all the friggin' moves for Raiden. Is that bad now? Who doesn't love a good arcade? Like Dave and Buster's, the Rec Room. They use the old rain trick. Dave and Buster's, the Rec Room. They're coming back. See, the trick of Rain is he's got a longer reach with his kicks. So you can just do that to beat the first level, I think. I completely forget all the finishing moves for Raiden. I can't remember how to do the friggin' There we go. It's coming back to me now. Get over here. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta see the new Mortal Kombat movie yet. I got it marked in my crave to watch. If you haven't seen the 90s version, I recommend it. How long has it been? 30 years? 20 years?
Scorpion wins.
It's been long enough, that's for sure. Hey, Mortal Kombat was always comical. The old one was a comical movie too, actually. They weren't making what do you call it? Oscar material here. Alright. You know, I'm just gonna die because it's time to watch the old Munch Crunch. But next stream I'll promise to be a lot better. Let's see if Munch is up and alive. No one heard. I know she's always up, probably. Munch Crunch is up and around. All right, folks. So, once again, it's come to the end of Scorpion got them hands all right. It come to the end of basically another fantastic Streamer's Paradise Raid Train. Like I said, if you watch the stream, thinking about you coming out and watching, it's always appreciated. Bits and subs not necessary. All goes to a great dog rescue. All I need is basically a few follows. Tell your friends, tell your family, a telephone. I'm going to pass the raid train over to Munch Crunch. I want to give her all our love and appreciation because she's an amazing person and a hoot to be around. So, I'd like to say always, basically, we live in strange times. If you're not feeling well mentally or physically, don't suffer in silence. Speak out, get help. Don't suffer alone. And until next time, basically, may the views be ever in your favor. Catch you later, guys.